Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Dancing Oracle with me, Nashia. I'm going to do a most requested celebrity reading today from my video where I take celebrity tarot requests. So if you have a request, please put it in that particular video. I just uploaded it earlier this week, and I'm doing a Johnny Depp reading on his career and something with Disney. Somebody was asking about how things would go with Disney. I'm trying to make this reading short. Normally I shuffle and do everything, the incense, everything, the fire, the sound, vibration, clearing, but that all takes time. And I want to keep the length of this short because some people can't watch a long video. And I want to just talk about the result I've gotten so far. All right. So for the significator, we've got the Hierophant in reverse. What's so interesting, this card already came up as the card that represents Johnny Depp. He's a rebel. He's really different. He's unique. He goes against the grain. He really follows his own beat in life. And he's very unorthodox. And this represents him. And but what's blocking him is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And first off, it's an obstacle card. So anytime there's an obstacle, it's read in the more reverse context. And it's showing that he's had some bad luck and no control, a resistance to change, breaking cycles. He's in a negative phase. So he wants to do his own thing, career-wise, but he's having some bad luck. And what he has in his conscious thoughts is some type of partnership. And usually the Two of Cups is usually a business partnership, or it could also be the start of a romantic, the early phases of romance. But since this is a career reading, the Two of Cups is two people coming together and bringing their heartfelt desires. It's a unification. It's a partnership. It's, you have your mutual. There's a business proposal. So that's on his conscious thoughts, is that card. And then the subconscious. This reminds me of Disney because this is the nostalgia card. So this is showing that the cards are listening, and because why would the nostalgia card come up in a career reading with him? When I think about the kind of movies he's made, they're not nostalgic, are they? I mean, I don't see them as that. I mean, some of them are kind of dark characters or offbeat, and I can't see anything nostalgic. But Disney reeks of nostalgia, all right? Going back into the past, childhood memories. It's the childhood. Disney is all about childhood, right? What we grew up with, our generation, um, my generation, we grew up with that ideal of the Disneyland, and then later Disney World was the place to go to feel like a child again, right? So that's clearly in the subconscious. So I think the cards are like picking up on this Disney contract. And in the past, there was an offer made, but someone was not completely happy with the offer. It's like, the offer is coming out of the clouds from the heaven, but there's a little bit of, I need to think about this more. I need to meditate upon this. It's not feeling like, oh, I love this offer. It's kind of feeling like, it's not quite what I wanted. It's not really fulfilling my heart, So, and what we've got in the near future, this card keeps coming up. This is the third reading I've done today on Johnny. I'm doing three readings, one on his UK case, one on his future love, and one on career. And every time this card comes up, it's reversed, comes up. Oh, so, but it's in the reverse position. It's gotten so bad. Things have gotten so bad. They couldn't get any worse, okay? In the devil card as far as toxicity. So it's talking about releasing limiting beliefs and releasing those toxic situations and people out of his life in the near future. It's all about exploring your dark thoughts, restoring control. You're ready to take your life back and restore control. There's still a lot of resentment left. There's a lack of willpower. There's a lot of darkness interfering in his life, even in his career life, in the near future as well. Okay? And the card that represents him, we got this before. He's exhausted. He's exhausted defending his boundaries. He's feeling like giving up and his confidence is destroyed. He's overwhelmed. He's he's overworking. And that's what represents him. He's doing too much. And in his environment, he got this card before. This is so crazy. I didn't do this. If you watch me, I normally always shuffle in front of people and I take all this time. So I'm finding that the cards are listening, and this is probably detailing his life right now. Because this is reversed. It's dealing with the pain of loss, and this is in his environment. This already came up. He's dealing with, all these setbacks and trying to find peace and forgiveness. That's also how people also see him or his environment. He's dealing with all of that right now in his environment. And his emotional life is going to affect his contracts. He's a very public figure. People saw his business played out in a nasty way. And I don't even know what's going on with Disney. I never kind of put Johnny Depp and Disney together. So the people who requested these career readings and Disney, please fill me in on what's going on with Disney, because I would never associate the two together. Like they seem like a sharp contrast, like this kind of a contrast. That's what I call it, contrast. So please inform me. And this card came up before. There's 78 cards. It's so weird that they show up again. He's planning a strategy. He's looking across the land, and this is the card of business planning and looking forward and making progress. So in his love life, it was reversed. Court case, it was upright going across the waters. And in this one, it's upright. And he is planning. So he's, in his hopes and fears, he's dealing with like I guess he lives across the seas, so Disney is foreign to him. It's a foreign enterprise expansion, overseas opportunities. So I believe he lives in Europe, and he's trying to collaborate with a company here in America. And the final outcome, based on the current energy, none of this is written in stone. This is not fortune telling. By the way, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? And education about the cards. And, just for fun. All right? Just for fun. Let's take a look. All right? And perhaps you can learn a lesson from these cards for yourself, for your own life. So he's been trying to empower himself. This is an 8. He's trying to empower his heart. He's trying to empower his inner being, like what makes him want to move forward and go somewhere. And he's put a lot of effort. He's put a lot of effort into what he's done. And there's an issue perhaps where he should walk away and seek higher ground, right? If it were upright, it would be saying, I'm empowering myself. I'm not going to leave any bad feelings left behind. See, all the feelings are stacked up nicely. They're not spilled or anything, or wrecked or broken. And this man is donning the red cloak of knowledge and intelligence and going up the mountain, by the light of the moon and some darkness, not knowing exactly what's next, but seeking the higher ground. But it's in reverse for his long-term outcome. So it's the opposite of all that. It's like he's avoiding the inevitable. He's giving it one more shot. I don't know if this contract requires giving one more shot, or at least definitely there's something with his career. There's a lot of fear of change. Is that because Disney is so different and he's fearing this is so different for his image? I don't know. I need to hear from you in the comments. What is this all about? He's trying one more time. He's in the future, he's wrought with indecision. There's feeling kind of aimless in regard to this issue with his career and most likely Disney, because this showed up. He has a fear of loss regarding his in the longer term future, but in the current energy, he's hopeful because he's feeling like I have possibilities. There's been a lot of light shined on things. He's feeling like positivity. He's feeling pleasure. Look at this little kid. Look at this young lad riding a horseback in pure form. But the sun blazing and the flag of victory, everything is good. The white horse, everything's good. So he's right now, in regards to, celebration, success, fun, all that, he's feeling good about it. He's got a lot of positive energy to move forward with creativity, with the wands and the Knight of Wands energy. He's passionate. He's inspired currently. And he's going through a rebirth. He's experienced a lot of loss, and he's allowing the rebirth to happen. It's a natural metamorphosis. And he's still dealing with this heartbreak, but he's going to releasing that pain, because this card also came up, by the way, in the other reading. And he's looking for a new business opportunity with the Page of Pentacles. There's a message about a new business opportunity. The page is a young spirit, so the business opportunity is a new one. It's about manifesting new and it's financial, because it's Pentacles, financial opportunities, developing, skill and diligence. And there's a hang up. There's like something is hung up about it, but it's kind of, he is seeking a new perspective. He's trying to gain a new perspective. After, and he's rethinking his approach after a lot of deception. And he's ready to give up the battles. He's thinking about all these battles he's been through. He's been in hermit mode, seeking enlightenment. And he has gone across the sea, across the pond, as they say, to seek calmer waters and recover. And, he's been foolish, but he's regaining his strength. So that's all happening currently. As far as this final outcome, though, in reverse, it looks like it's something, it looks like something's not going to work out. But I did see, in regards to him and the court case, that no matter what happens court-wise, he'd still have money. I kind of thought he would have the money, even if the court case didn't work out, that he would have it because of his career. He was still showing up as the wealthy man. in outcome cards. But this is saying that something is not, that decision he was trying to make with the Four of Cups, it's just not quite right in the past. And he doesn't like, he's not really happy with the outcome. And he's not willing to he's kind of feeling aimless, really. He's really feeling aimless in the final outcome. So I'm not exactly sure how that physically plays out in our world, but that is in our 3D world, but that is his current energy. I'll do a quickie. Let's see what time it is. I have just a moment to read an oracle from the spirit animals. And whenever I pull these oracles, I often feel that if you are his fan and you're asking for a specific area of his life, like career, well, maybe there's some resonance with you in this reading because you're drawn to him and you're drawn to his career reading. There might be a message in these cards for you, especially the oracle card. So let's just see what comes out. Let's see. Got 45, the snake. Snakes are usually wisdom. I know they have a bad connotation, but in ancient writings, they represent wisdom. Let's see what this book says about number 45. So 4 and 5 equals 9. There's an aspect of feeling alone. In his other readings, I pulled a lot of 9s. He's feeling alone. And tarot has specific meanings, but oracles have a lot to do with the author, the author writing it. I could say, well, let me just read this energetically before I read the meaning from the author. So I'm seeing root, solar plexus, and sacral chakra. So all lower chakra energy. And very close to the ground, but kind of floating in space feeling, even though it's on the color of the ground. But there is a feeling because of the stars, like, wow, I'm ungrounded. I'm kind of, oh, that's right, aimlessness. He's feeling aimless. That was the final outcome. And he's avoiding seeking higher ground. So this, and just reading this as an oracle without me going in the book, by the light of the stars and the moon, just like in that last card, seeking wisdom. There's a duality. It's like this way, that way, this way, that way. I'm not sure which way to go. So let's see what the author wrote about this card. It says, I flow with the cycles of life. Intertwined within the cycles of life and rebirth, Snake knows a thing or two about removing what no longer serves them. He was battling a decision. Where's that card? I just lost this card. Where'd those cards go? Battling a decision to move on. That's what this card in reverse means. This card, it's avoidance, unable to move on. Okay, that's it. So this is giving me the validation of the final outcome card. If you're a Johnny fan, this message may be for you as well. So take a listen. Once Snake sheds its skin, it emerges brighter and bolder than before. So it looks like here's the snake before they shed the skin. This is the snake in the cycle of rebirth, glowing brighter than before. With this deep connection to the cyclical nature of the universe, Snake urges you to release what holds you back from being the highest version of yourself. You too can remove the layers of ego and expectation to transform into a more authentic version of yourself. Remember, we had the death card representing him as a rebirth. Very interesting in the same reading. A living embodiment of your soul. So he's definitely been through a lot to rebirth himself. Knowing where to begin in this process can be difficult, but have faith. Snake will help guide you through this. And as each layer of the ego peels away, yeah, he really went through an ego death with that marriage and court case that he went through. Woo! It says you'll soon see yourself in a new light. So if you're relating to his career and everything he's gone through, it's probably because there's an aspect of you needing to hear this for yourself, all right? Your vibration is rising. Yes, viewers, your vibration is rising, and Johnny, along with your power to create your reality and manifest your dreams. So no worry, in the final outcome, he's going to go with the flow of life, have an ego death, and transform. It's all good. It's all good in the end for his highest being. He's got some rough lessons. I just had that book. Here it is. I put it back. But they all bring us to the place, you know, we have many roads we can travel, but eventually they all bring us to the place where we need to be. It would be nice to take a less difficult road, but it's all experience. Thank you for giving your time to watch this video. Please let me know in the comments if this makes any sense with Johnny Depp's life and career in Disney, especially the Disney part. I can't even imagine him. I don't look things up because I don't want to know until after I do the reading. Because the reason I like doing these readings is I like knowing nothing and kind of going in cold. It's kind of fun for me. But if I have to go research stuff beforehand, forget it. First off, I don't have time, but the other thing is, like, then it kind of ruins the fun for me. But after I do the reading, I really love hearing from you in the comments. Only the comments section, not email or text. Email and text is only after you've already signed up and paid for a reading with me. Then you can email or text me. Don't send me anything about Johnny or being his soulmate or anything in my email. That is private. It is for business only. It is not for comments. I'm not a therapist. Watch my video on Keanu Reeves' soulmate urgent message. It's very similar to the Johnny urgent message I'll be posting. So please take good care of yourselves. And if you like this reading, you could buy me a coffee, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, tell your friends about my channel. And I will do one more thing on Johnny before I take more requests on celebrities. I'm going to do the next celebrity in line for readings of a new one I haven't done already, okay? I know there's a lot of Keanu requests. I will do him again, but I got to pick somebody new, okay? So put that in that video where I do take requests. Thank you.